Just getting final pit reports here from pit lane. Welcome everybody watching on the YouTubes. This is the Pizza at the Pagoda INDYCAR watch party for the GMR Grand Prix of Indianapolis. My name is Chris Graham, all the way down here at the bottom of your screen. Just up ahead of me, Sebastian Kinder. Above him's Mike McCullen. Jason Owens is sitting on top of Mike McCullen's head. And at the top of the board, it is James Watson. Speaking of at the top of the board, we probably should review these. It is our pepperonis and anchovies for the race here. I think Jason dropped his phone. We've got a great view of the grass in the infield. Either that or he's seeking shelter rapidly.
No, he was getting a beer.
Oh, okay.
I think he was getting a beer.
All right, so here is our pepperonis and anchovies and where they will be starting, by the way. Ben Carswell, who is not here with us today, picked Romain Grosjean as your race winner. He will roll off from the 10th position. I have Joseph Newgarden, and he was pretty darn good in qualifying. He will start third. After, well, we didn't ban James from taking willpower, but we basically said he doesn't get to claim him by default anymore. So James getting stuck with Colton Herta as the last pick in the draft. Herta rolling off in the 14th position. Jason's got willpower. Mike's got Scott McLaughlin. Jason's pick rolling off P1. Mike's rolling off in P11. We can almost throw these numbers out the window a little bit, though, in terms of starting position, because I don't know that many, if any, of these guys have laps here in the wet.
Yeah, I think this might be a time where some of the F1 guys like Romain might really shine because they have a lot more recent experience driving in the wet than a lot of the IndyCar regulars do.
I'm calling BS on that. They hide from the rain like they did in Belgium last year. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't make me start on this. Don't make me start on this.
We're going to get Seb screaming obscenities in French or something. Field is getting the 1 minute
signal. French knows when Grosjean crashes or has his engine blown, because I don't believe in Grosjean today.
Let's see.
There are a lot of shirtless Indianans on my broadcast here, and I'm not okay with it. Maybe we'll see Jason on the broadcast.
Quite frankly, there's a lot of people there. Let's say, like, call this kind of like it is. That's it is a very nice crowd here today.
Not a very Midwestern crowd right there.
Hottie Hoosiers is what Lee Diffie is calling them now. Okay, let's review the anchovies here real quick before they get the command. Ben took Renus VK as his anchovy. This is either a fantastic pick or an absolutely dog crap pick. And I'm really not sure which it is, because looking at this, Renus has either been at the very front of the field or at the very back of things. P1 in practice at one point, and then he just disappears for qualifying. Oh, yes. James, to answer your question, yes, I will give you... Let me see...
I'm sorry, I don't think you get to kiss the bricks if you're the Grand Marshal and you get to ride along with Mario. That's not okay.
Yeah, there's a part of me that says that's no bueno.
You gotta at least do something at the Speedway. Like, win something, ideally.
Yes. I think you should...
Oh!
There's Jason Owens.
Welcome back, Jason.
He's back with us here. I don't know that we're allowed to show anything that's going on the racetrack, by the way. But we'll take our chances.
Luckily, you
here.
can't see anything because it's mostly Jason in an earthquake. There's Jason.
Yes. He has no idea what's going on at the moment.
Nice sunglasses.
It's like a hostage video.
And he gone.
No, like looking at the broadcast, like you can, it's actually starting. Like you have some dry patches
Yeah,
already.
it looks like there's some
Like,
dry stuff starting
small?
to show up.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that this is going to be a fully wet race. You can definitely see corner entry. There is some spray and all coming up off the two-seater.
Oh, there's a bunch of water.
Yeah,
There's the water.
yeah, like that. But these guys are going to need that. Those stretches down the straightaways where they get some pooling water, they're going to need that to cool down these rain times. Let's see. And James, I will have the feed up for you here in just a moment.
Thank you.
Live heart rate of James. Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
really.
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, you're definitely not talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, I was like this last year when Grosjean was on pole.
Yeah, just going through every scenario to where this goes belly up. I think it usually does.
You know what? I think this sort of suits Power, though, in some respects.
Yes, but I've seen,
it's going
I've
to
seen
suit
enough
the guys
races
that
where
have
he's
been around for a
dominated
very
that.
long time.
Yeah, but I've seen enough races where he's dominated to only have some random crap just completely screw him over.
Well, that's
so yeah,
My wife
I'm not
messaged
counting
me
this a dub
wondering
until
who do we think is gonna screw up tire strategy.
you know what?
Are you
Tire
guys taking
strategy
bets
at
on what
this
team's
point
gonna mess up the
is-
tire strategy?
vaguely gestures at Andretti.
Oh yeah, I just replied with Andretti. That's not a question.
Well, Rossi for sure. Grosjean, I absolutely think Grosjean. Something is going to happen to Grosjean this race. I just know it.
So let's see here. We're going to bring up. This is absolutely going to get us like shit canned here, but we will bring up the, at least in very small blocks here, the race broadcast, so you guys can see and follow along a little bit. But I'm not getting us demonetized, so it won't be on for very long if it's on the screen at all here. But give you a little idea of where they are. I mean, you can see how, quite frankly, wet it is. The camera screen is wet on Grosjean's camera. Yeah, this is
Ooh, Grosjean's just sliding. Yeah, you were talking about the Grosjean earlier, James. So like he hasn't raced on the Firestone wet tires yet.
Yeah, that's true, but he has a lot more recent experience, which I think can help, because it's been a long time since we've had a rain race in INDYCAR.
you know
Like,
what?
I think the comparison is that the Firestone wets are really closer to the F1 inners, and they're not a true wet tire. So we'll see.
We've heard that in the past. I'm interested to know whether that's actually true or not. The monsoon, I don't know that they're like the monsoon tires that they get in F1, but potentially hearing lap 9 for the first set of stops. Now, because this is a wet race, it does throw the rule on tire choices out the window. And rain is, well, quite frankly, very, very likely at this point. They're saying there's the possibility of rain before the race is over.
I'm looking forward to this.
Warm up.
So Field's getting ready to go off of what, turn 13? No, actually they're making their way down through the short chute. They've still got a lot of side-by-side to get through here, through this infield part. What do we think? Do we see carnage in turn 1?
Yes!
Yeah.
Everyone
They're all going
dies,
to
buddy.
pan out. They're going to go 3, 4, 5 wide, and they're all going to try to pack into one there, and it ain't going to work, like it never does.
I mean, it did work for Indy Lights.
And that straightaway is a mess. Green's out, underway.
Woo!
Let's do this.
4, 5 wide down the front straightaway at the speedway.
I have no idea who was who.
They're going to tiptoe through one. Oh, one car up on the curves.
Yeah.
One car's off. Left side. Not sure who that one was, but caught up, just about backed up into Rossi. That was Lundgaard getting out wide. So it looks like Power, Palou, Newgard, and Daly Pato, the top 5. Dixie overshoots the chicane. They'll have to give some up there.
Hello!
Palou! Outside! Oh! What a move by Newgarden! Pato, thank you very much. He's going to move up to second.
Oh my god. Actually, oh my god.
Oh, he just jumped Newgarden.
Oh! Some left side loving.
Like
yeah, we don't have the stream on our stream. I had to bring up is very behind right now.
Well, we don't have to criticize Grosjean anymore. We don't have to criticize Grosjean anymore.
Let me see here, James. Oops. There we go. Now you should have it.
Grosjean?
Yes, there you go. Now you got it, James.
Thank you.
Oh, all right. 2 laps in. Grosjean's on.
Pato is somehow to the lead.
Yeah, we missed the pass for the lead.
Never change, NBC. Never change.
And Grosjean's on primaries.
Wait, what?
What the? What?
Yes.
No.
Huh?
Race graphics.
No.
Where are you? Yeah, actually. Okay, when this says red, it means wet. Romain Grosjean is on the primary tire.
What was that on Andretti fucking up tire strategy?
I have no idea.
It looks like it's working. I mean,
let me get the graphics updated. At no point did I consider the fact that we could have people on wets and dries at the same time when I was making the graphics.
And I mean, like he's 6 right now. It works.
Herta's going on reds.
This is going to be absolutely insane.
I don't like any of this.
No, I don't think the wet parts of the track are anything that the slick tires can handle.
Someone's behind him, so we're... Oh, this all feels very bad.
This is going to end.
Yeah, indeed. Like I'm
Oh, we got a wad up.
What are you doing, Mark?
Graham Rahall's involved. It looks like Ericsson's involved.
Ooh.
Oh, I wonder what Rahall's going to have to say about Ericsson now.
Ericsson
Nobody
hit
not like
him.
Ericsson.
I think Ericsson hit us. I had to do this joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was a bad decision for her to look at that. Oh,
Yes.
that's not working, Colton.
My pick to win, quote, is looking fantastic right now.
Okay. I am seeing craziness. Power's out on Reds. So now we're seeing Felix Rosenquist up to the race lead.
Everyone's in. Everyone's coming in.
Wow, I mean, now the gamble like Grosjean did is paying off.
Herta too.
Yeah, Herta took him a lap ago.
Oh,
I don't think
the Grosjean strategy might actually work, though.
Well, yeah, because Grosjean's not going to have to stop.
Yeah, he's not going to have to stop until he just needs to change.
Wow, like, I don't know the process between.
Herta's all over the place.
Wow.
But here comes Grosjean to the lead.
God, this is insane.
Oh, I don't like any of this.
I do. You kidding me? The best drivers in the world are proving it at the moment.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Is just amazing.
Yeah, I think we might have been wrong about Roman starting on the.
Is that just a data issue?
What's
it
that?
Must be. That's the only reason why he would come in.
According to the timing tower, Grosjean's in the pits.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the it updates every couple of seconds on our end. And they haven't come in yet. That's the other thing, is you have all the gaps.
Hell's one-handed he wrangle that thing.
Oh
my God.
Holy crap.
Deja vu. Oh wait, I can't sing this or else we'll get copyrighted.
Oh man. And you know what? It corrected as soon as he hit a dry patch.
His ass has to be suction cupped to the seat after that. Holy crap.
Oh no.
Oh. This is insane. And we're only 5 laps into this.
Oh, there goes Kirkwood.
Oh, light him up.
This is a madhouse.
Pillow's off.
Drive to survive.
Oh man. He is absolutely going to kill that motor spinning this thing up that way though.
Chaos.
Assuming he's not beached on the curb here.
Or is he going to grip up on the curb?
Now he's got. Is that thing broken?
He's got it.
I think he stalled it.
I think he's either broken or stalled.
He killed it.
Wow.
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh man.
And there
Yellow
it is.
flag number 1 at lap 5. This is insane.
Park there.
All right, let's bring up the driver details here. Now, the field is going to reset under the caution here, but some of these guys, Connor Daly has already used almost 40 or 42 seconds of his available push to pass.
Woo!
Wow.
This is absolutely insane.
I love Kirkwood just saying, "Screw it, I'm taking the oval now." Mm.
Oof. Yeah, that was a nasty one for Kirkwood.
Jason Owens is checking in here saying the south half of the racetrack is soaked. The north end of the racetrack is dry, which is some of what we're seeing.
This is kind of like Spa 95, where one part of the track was dry, another one was wet. And like Damon Hill's pitted like 3, 4, 5 times in a row, trying to cut a Michael Schumacher, but each time he couldn't because on the over part he would lose time.
Oh, okay. Are we breathing
in
again here?
And wet.
That's what you
And
call
I've
it.
got the Bathurst 12-hour up, the GTs at Bathurst up on another window, and they are racing around Bathurst in GT cars in the dark and fog.
That sounds
At
terrifying.
Bathurst.
Fog of War.
Actually, change the graphic a split second too early here. Let's recap the field here as we're under the yellow flag at lap number 6. Colton Herta is your race leader. Pato Award running in the second position. The media guide says he loves Eggo waffles and sushi. Running in third place, the 7 of Felix Rosenquist. Musical tastes range from Slipknot to Coldplay. We won't hold that against him. Running in the fourth position right now is our pole sitter, Will Power. He got what he wanted. He got the saxophone solo. And quite frankly, he didn't get hosed on the pit strategy either. Maybe got a little hosed by teammate Joseph Newgarden, but then he hosed him right back. Running in the fifth position, how about it? Noblesville, Indiana's own Connor Daly. Potentially could pick up his best finish of the season. Still has a little bit of work to do to catch up to where he finished in the Freedom 500 in a Crown Vic, though. Makes me wonder. I think we're going to see Connor Daly run in the Indy 800 or whatever it is tomorrow night. Cletus McFarland is running the Crown Vics at Indianapolis Raceway Park, because that's not going to be a dumpster fire.
That's amazing.
It sounds like a blast, quite frankly, but an absolute dumpster fire. Let's take a look, see where the picks are running. James, once again, as a race leader. Disturbing. Ben's actually the worst of the lot. We're all in the top 10. Jason, very solid on the anchovies side. Actually, Jason and I both. Colton Herta and Pato Award are 1-2 this week. Graham Rahal, a solid 21st, though, which is not meeting expectations. James could win the week again.
Again.
What the absolute hell is going on?
Believe me, I'm just as surprised as you are.
He can't square up a camera.
If James,
James, I have no idea how he's winning, so this reminds me of good times, James.
All right, several cars on pit lane here. Let's take a look at... Pull up the timing and scoring monitor here and see who's on pit lane. Looks like Marcus Ericsson, Christian Lundgaard, Jimmy Johnson, Tatiana Calderon, and Alex Palou. Now, here's where this really starts to get a little bit question-y for me. They were talking about how important the red tires were going to be in saving some of the reds.
Ooh,
wow.
The Pausol?
Wow.
They're currently showing Marty Snyder doing a piece on the broadcast here about how the racetrack is just eating tires. Let's pull that up here for a second. That tire is
Oh, dear.
absolutely chewed up.
Yeah, that didn't look healthy.
Now they're also showing the radar here, so we can give you a look at that as well. Because there is definitely some weather that is inbound here.
Oh, yeah, there is.
So then the question becomes, do you try to guess it a lap early? Man,
I didn't know we were at Vegas, Chris.
You're absolutely gambling today, bud.
Well, I'm all in.
I would not want to be waiting either if I was Colton Herta. Nice move by Callum Ilott. Struggled a bit. He got killed on that opening stint. Yeah, Sato, the biggest mover of the race thus far, at least one of the biggest movers. Colton Herta is up 13. Sato is up 6. Rossi's up 8. Christian Lundgaard down 16. Alex Palou down
Come on,
25.
Callum, I need you to make this move on her. Need you to make this move and move Harvey to the back. Come on. Punch him if you want. Oh! Elbows out from Reyes.
Whoa!
There we go. Ooh, that was tight.
This is nice to see.
That was just elbows out.
Well, no one will complain about Grosjean anymore. Everyone's doing it.
Oh, they still will.
Nice pass by Ilott. The kid is really talented. He's just not in equipment that's going to be front contending. Uncos Hollinger's just not there yet.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it
but
was
you
the
know
same
what's
place
good
last
is
year.
that we've got him, we've got Kirkwood, we've got a lot of talent sitting in some of these bad, not bad teams. I don't want to say bad teams, but in some of these not top tier teams, there's a lot of old folks at the top of the charts here. Like at some point, these guys are going to retire, and we got guys ready to make his way in.
Yeah, we heard the numbers yesterday. Will Power winning a pole in 14 consecutive seasons.
Jeez.
He's how many away from breaking Mario's pole record?
Either 3 or 4 at this point.
3 to tie and 4 to break it.
Yeah, so I mean he might do it this season. The way that he's driving this season, I would not put that past him.
I'll tell you what, he is being very, very smart in how he's doing things. As Newgarden makes the move inside of Connor Daly into 1. Young son of Brian, grandfather Herta's dad. We definitely got the we got to make bingo cards for the 500, by the way.
We really do.
Although we'll see how many of us are going to be here for the show. I think it might only be me, Seb.
Woo! Connor is just getting owned.
That was beautiful.
Oh.
Connor is just getting absolutely owned.
I wonder, is this an older set of Reds issue? I would almost say if I'm Connor Daly's crew, if I'm Ed Carpenter's team, I want Connor Daly on pit lane now. Get him on the blacks and try a mega stint. Maybe not now, but depending on how many laps you can go to get to the end.
I think because I just heard the spotter say, like, Is he saving fuel though?
Oh yeah, they got Connor on a fuel save.
Map.
Oh,
Which map?
wow.
VK is just on a tear.
Grosjean and VK were not playing nice. Settle down, children.
I guess VK was one of the guys that supported Ray Hall in all that ordeal. No one runs on empty. Empty what? Stomach? Fuel tank?
I tell you, that's a nice little band of wear on that left rear that Roman's starting to get.
Yeah, already some graining.
So now the question becomes, if you're Connor Daly and you go on the fuel save strategy and everybody else has to stop, do you give up any advantage that you could make anyway? I mean, trying to take a look here as the broadcast is going to commercial. Let's take a look here at the weather. It's almost there, and it is not very friendly looking at this point.
Oh dear.
That doesn't look like fun.
Hello, buddy. I'm going to ruin your race.
Yeah, really. Jason Owens is checking in via text chat saying it is sprinkling in oval turn 3.
Oh.
So then the question becomes, when do you make the stop? Seeing a penalty issued by race control to car 21, Renus VK, being called for blocking. Rule 9.3.2, if you're interested specifically. So VK is going to have to give up the position to Roman Grosjean.
Ooh! Is that a car spinning? I think that's Kirkwood. Yeah, Kirkwood spawn.
Seb watching on the commercial-free international feed here.
Heck yeah, buddy.
I think we should make him suffer along with us and have to watch our stupid commercials.
Well,
how about
knock
we
him
just,
down a peg.
hey, dear INDYCAR, if you're watching, why? But please, for the love of God, give us an option to pay for a commercial-free feed. Like the whole NBC Sports Gold thing was supposed to be. I will gladly pay to watch the race commercial-free. Even if we only get ambient sound, I'm okay with that. I'll even offer
nice
us
battle
to
between.
host. We'll
Wow.
host. What do we think?
New
Guys?
Garden
Could we host?
Ooh! Oh, crash! No, not a crash, but wow, new guy gonna spawn.
Well, whenever we get back from commercial,
Once
we'll love to see what
caution
he's talking
caution is out.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
about.
got
Oh,
a
we'll
flat tire.
come back to New Garden with a flat.
I think are
Yeah.
both rears flat?
One's low.
It
Yeah,
might
those
be.
look pretty secondhand.
Right?
Well,
No, both
rears
rears are
definitely
flat.
low. Also,
Yeah,
look
both
at the-
rear tires are flat. Contact on the
Yeah.
left-hand side.
There's a big old chunk of wing missing on that end plate there. That's a shame.
Yes. He had heavy contact.
And maybe we'll get a replay.
Yeah. It also have Sato, him and Sato battling, And then I don't know who it was right behind. He got his nose in there, and Newgarden spun.
So let's take a look here. This will be impacting our picks. My pick of Joseph Newgarden, currently running 26th. Everybody else is inside the top 10, though, as was I until the contact.
My sympathy is
Broadcast,
Chris.
now back to audio. Wow. Newgarden out of the race car. He is done.
Oh, we got Rossi? No, Rossi just kind of gave him a big old shove.
Yeah,
it was Harvey.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that was Harvey.
Harvey's the one that dumped him, but the side-to-side contact was with Rossi.
He got a Harvey Rossi sandwich.
Rossi pinched him off in a big way. That was kind of dirty from Rossi. But Harvey shouldn't have been there either.
Yeah, I don't think Rossi knew that they were 3 wide in that moment.
Yeah, I don't think he, looking at that in real time from the cockpit view, there was not a chance that he knew Newgarden was still there.
Yeah.
Actually, it kind of looked like Newgarden bounced into Rossi, too.
He got.
And the fact is, this is a right turning corner, so you naturally go right.
Yeah, I mean, that little shove with Rossi probably...
That pissed him off. That pissed off Rossi, who's now not going to give him anything.
I mean, Rossi's just pissed off in general, but...
Kyle Kirkwood, as Seb mentioned, also having an off. He slid that car through the grass. So, do we see anybody on pit lane? Looks like Marcus Ericsson and Alex Palou both on pit lane.
Kirkwood also.
Yep, Kirkwood also coming down.
Yep, there goes Kirkwood. Who had Newgarden as a pick?
That would be yours truly.
I can't give you a shit.
No, I think it was a good pick. They were running inside
the top 10. It was a good pick. I
10.
think Penske's dominated this place.
Well, Power has dominated this place.
Yes.
Can we talk how Penske has turned it around this year? Last year, the start of last year was very bad, and now
yeah, that's kind of what's scary. Is it took Penske a handful to get going last year.
They are firing on all 6 cylinders. Now the question is, does Curtis race start going pear-shaped? Because I believe the IMSA race in Mid-Ohio has started, and Brian's got to worry about his fleet of Hyundais.
Yes, the Brian Herta Auto.
And I've run out of screens to put that race on.
TCR Hyundai field. It's actually not even a 1-class series; it's a 1-owner series.
I have 3 screens currently up, and I've run out of screens to put that race
on. Let's see. Jason is still very much frozen there on the screen, by the way. So last stop for most of our contenders here, either lap 2, 3, or 4. It's a 16-lap stint thus far for Colton Herta. I think this was going... They're going to have to be semi-close, aren't they? If they were talking about a 4-stint race based on fuel?
But now there's the question: are we running on laps or on the clock?
I think we're going laps, but I think it's limited to 2 hours.
2.5 hours.
I think the last I saw was 2 hours, but
85 laps broken up into 4 stints would be 21.25 laps. So, assuming you count the pace lap, which is a little bit of fuel sipping, pace laps, that's a little bit of fuel sipping. we're still talking about probably, and then the stop at lap 2, probably what, 23, 24? That tells me that these guys are watching rain. And there it is, inbound.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
close.
getting really close to Speedway at this point. Let's see. Zoom you in a little bit so you can see Speedway right about where that little line is about to go through as we speak. It's inbound and in a hurry.
I'm not looking forward when they put rain in iRacing.
Rain and iRacing will be amazing. Come on.
No.
No, heck no.
It'll be amazing until we actually race other people on it.
That is correct.
I am not doing an official with rain. Nuh-uh.
So Colton Herta brings them around. They're going to go back to green at lap number 20. I would tend to think they're going to have to be due for a stop here semi soon.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Yeah.
Oh, is that DiFrancesco?
Yes, that was DiFrancesco making big
And
contact.
Oof. Okay, now I see. Yeah.
That thing crashed like Bitcoin.
He got off.
I see what you did there. Immediately back under caution.
You might have floor damage.
Yeah.
And we're just- and
I'll
he's
tell you
still
what, the
going.
problem,
Or-
look at the front of DiFrancesco's car, though. It doesn't look all that bad.
You know what this reminds me? It's when Ericsson absolutely murdered Bourdais last year in Nashville, and he still went up to win.
And they're going to try to restart VK. They've got the quick jack under the back of the car. They're going to spin them around. Little bit of a hip check from Ilott. Some right side romance.
She just drove right into him.
I mean, he was on the brakes really hard.
Yeah.
That's not his fault. I take back
Yeah,
what I said.
We like to meme him, but yeah, there's nothing anyone could have done differently in that scenario.
Well, other than keep the wheel straight.
I was in no overcar that crashed. That's insane.
Wow. That was a big hit.
Yeah.
VK is now somewhere.
He's really dragging that thing back.
Oh, man.
I'll push it away if I must.
He's pissed. Now, let's take a look here as we get the data refresh. We are looking at...
absolutely be impossible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's done going to be done because of that.
An update
Trying
from
to
Mid-Ohio.
see.
A Hyundai TCR is leading TCR class,
Yes.
followed by a Hyundai and a Hyundai.
Brian
All
Hart
right,
is having
Mike,
a good
you're
day.
you really set up nicely, Mike.
Okay, our elapsed time on this race currently sitting at 33 minutes and 46 seconds. How is it that a bunch of hacks can have radar that looks like this, and we get blobs from the 1980s on the broadcast?
I was going to say put a
'Cause
reference, but
we're
sadly it's
hacks
the wrong
with
DK.
more money than we should have. We're hacks who care.
Yeah.
Oh, that needs to be the show tagline.
What's
It's
that?
the
The
Pagoda.
hacks.
Hacks that
Hacks
care.
that care.
Yes.
Good.
All right.
Good suggestion.
NBC legitimately needs to like post what songs they're going to back and forth commercials from, because they're so good. Like, they legitimately need to build like a Spotify playlist.
Well, I was just gonna
Like,
say,
they are-
just put together a playlist.
They
That's
really should, and I don't know why they won't.
Same reason why they
It's
don't
music
do
exists in
anything
BC.
other social media wise.
Oh, Bathurst is heating up. Looks like the fog is starting to burn off.
So everybody
So
is
it's
on the alternate red tires at this point, and they won't have to use the blacks unless they run out of tires.
And no one's spinning. No, I think Kirkwood is spinning actually.
Let's see. Yep, Kyle Kirkwood, DeFrancesco, and VK all on pit lane. Joseph Newgarden is being scored out of the race due to contact.
Well, guess he now has to tend to his new garden.
Ooh.
And now
He's in timeout. He's in timeout.
I like that we've brought some international flair to our broadcast here, but jeez.
There's a
The
difference between
international player comes with bad
international.
puns.
I was gonna say. There's a difference between international flair and dog shit dad jokes.
well, you're gonna get used to it.
The Seb Kinder experience, TM.
This is the second. Chris,
Yeah.
we went through a whole season
Trademarked
of
by
PM18s
Team
together.
Watson Racing. James,
Well, yeah, he's
Jason
our
Owens is still
CFO.
frozen.
Chief French officer.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're 35 minutes into this race, which means we've got 2 hours left, but we've only gotten 23 laps in a half hour. We're going to be tight, I think.
This might go time certain if they keep getting yellows.
And that's assuming that we don't get dumped on by rain. Oh, no. Are we going to go full Sato on the restart?
Yeah.
Considering the move he made on Will in the last restart, high likelihood.
Oh, Hurt almost passed the pace car.
Hit the pace car, Colton.
I don't know why that these guys aren't packing up tighter.
Ooh, big hit in the IMSA race. You got a Porsche off.
By the way, Mike, are you going to host a sporty car podcast for us?
I need more time in my life, but yeah, I probably should.
We'll get you.
I don't keep co-opting our broadcasts to talk about sports cars.
We'll get you and Wes Shire to yell at each other in sports car language.
You don't want that.
I want to see that.
We also need to get noted sports car hater Ben Carswell on the podcast.
Yes, Ben was
Ben,
going to be
Ben
involved
wants
with
to
that.
do a sports car show. He's said so much that. Oh, off at the S's in Mid Ohio. Oh man.
Get positions and give us fuel 87. That is exactly what Thank you. Rossi just told Brian Barnhart to go F himself. He is about the 900th IndyCar driver in the history of the sport to tell the great Brian Barnhart to go fuck himself. Oh, big run on power.
Apparently, Tatiana Calderon just dive bombed Juan Pablo Montoya and pulled it off.
Let's see. Can we? Should we shout Tatiana Calderon out here? Young lady is currently in the 20th position, ahead of Marcus Ericsson, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Kirkwood, Palou, VK, DeFrancesco, and Newgarden. Not a bad run.
As someone who watched her being absolutely terrible in F2, yeah, she's doing better here and then in F2.
Here's a look at Tatiana, the former Alfa Romeo and Sauber test driver.
Yes.
Oh, man. The pictures that Jason Owens is posting are insane.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's see.
That looks terrifying.
So Newgarden climbing back in.
Really?
Oh, okay. So the AMR safety team basically said because the two rear tires were flat, the extra weight of Newgarden would have drug the back end of the car. They said they couldn't tow it with him in it.
Oh.
So IndyCar is allowing him to get back in because it wasn't. He was saying, I'll drive it back. The safety team said no. So we'll see here. It sounds like Jason Owens is saying they may actually be getting out of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Take a look here, and we'll pull the weather back up because, yeah, it is right there.
Wow, Harvey burned 109 seconds off of his push to pass already? Damn.
Let's take a look here. We can show that.
Oh, one only spent 5.
Yeah, we have McLaughlin is down to 76 seconds of push to pass remaining. Does Herta himself? Man, we've got some heaters coming here too. Sato just went personal best. Power went personal best. Rossi went personal best.
Herta. I need to change my hat. I got my Homestead coffee hat on right now. I should throw my Pato hat on.
Happy Westshire noises in the background.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I was thinking about putting my Robin Miller hat on today. He finally in death got what he wanted, with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway announcing that Caesars Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of the Indy 500 and IMS. It will include the opening of the first exclusive betting lounge at the racing capital of the world.
Huh.
40 minutes. Okay, yeah. Okay, the broadcast is making a good point here. They are racing to lap 43. Trying to get to halfway. However, there's the rain that's inbound. Brian Herta just told Colton that rain was 30 to 40 minutes away. Nothing. I have absolutely nothing. They must be looking at the same radar that NBC is. We need to get somebody on the pit box to tune into the Pizza at the Pagoda watch party. We will give them better weather info.
Whoa. Nice one. Harvey's on fire today.
NBC going back to commercial.
There you go. I know my pick has been Scotty McLaughlin, but I'm voting with my hat.
Take a look at those picks here as we are under the commercial flag thrown by NBC. Thus far, James Watson is your race leader. Jason's pick of Will
Really
Power looks
bad
good.
sign when your anchovy is doing better than your pick to win.
That is correct. Which, by the way, is both of us this week. My anchovy is currently running second. Joseph Newgarden is a solid 27th and last. But that means I'll win. Oh, no. Damn. I was going to say, that means I'll win the anchovy of the week, but no.
This is not how the force works.
This is not good. Let's see. Still no sign of Jason Owens yet. So let's bring you back up the driver details. Let you see where everybody's running here. Colton Herta leading Pato Award by 0.8 of a second. Rosenquist, Sato, Power the top 5. Harvey, Rossi, Grosjean, McLaughlin, Pagano getting around Calamai to move it into the 10th position. Missed the good battle, though, while we were here at the commercial break.
Oh, Newgarden. Oh, yeah, that's Newgarden going out, I guess. Yep.
Let's see. 90210 checking in the comments saying, imagine the ratings if they actually marketed this race. But to be honest, this layout leaves a Michelin/Bridgestone taste in my mouth. Yes. He also says, I think Barnhart's on drugs. That's wrong, Brian.
Yeah.
That's Brian France. You're close, though. There is a resemblance between the two.
Oh, nice battle between Power
Colton
and
Hurd is in the pits, as is Takuma Sato. Race leaders on pit lane while we're at commercial. It's going to move Pato Award to the race lead. Herta, Sato, and McLaughlin on pit lane. You wonder if maybe we're seeing some of these strategy calls for weather.
Ooh. Yeah. Rossi said, thank you for leaving the door open, Power. USFL? What is USFL? Doesn't exist.
Spring football. Spring egg ball.
Spring. You call it football.
Now,
but
here's
don't
the
use
only
words, that
question.
is.
If you're Herta and some of these guys, are you stopping because you had to stop? Because if you've got rain this close inbound, why would you make the stop? Sato and McLaughlin both on pit lane now.
I mean, last time...
Pato on his way in. Rosenquist going to stay on the racetrack.
So...
Paradise by the dashboard lights. Felix Rosenquist. Race leader, Jack Harvey, going to be second. That's going to promote Scott Dixon to third. Castro Neves fourth. Ray Hall fifth.
Wow, really? Well, late.
I don't know. I don't like the call here unless you have to stop for fuel. Oh wait. Oh, they almost released Pato directly into Alexander Rossi. So Hurd is around Pato by 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
Wow.
It looks like. Rosenquist on pit lane, Harvey on pit lane. And it looks like Dixon's going to stay out on the racetrack for another lap. The Scott Dixon Fuel Refinery. Oh, man. 90210 saying that's the only way a piece of Rossi's car is ever going to be in victory lane again. If it's attached to another car.
We thought we were mean.
I was going to say. Good Lord.
Oh,
Lord.
Oh!
Oh, this is gonna be an adventure.
I'll tell you what, that tells me it was a terrible in-lap / out-lap by Pato Award because Rosenquist was able to make up the gap. Scott Dixon, it looks like, is on pit lane. New race leader, Tatiana Calderon.
Nice.
Yay!
Getting a first career lap lead. I don't care if it's under a cycle of pit stops here.
Oh, Dalton Kellett
Oh,
parked someplace
Kellett.
he couldn't be.
Kellett's down by the tire barrier, and it looks like
Oh no!
he's got stuff hanging off the front of the car.
The onboard
I
think it's a
refinery
puncture.
run out.
Oh no, okay.
Oh no!
Dixon, I think Dixon's completely out of fuel on pit lane. And this is going to cycle, if we get the yellow, this is going to cycle Calderon to the race lead.
Oh my god. And you know, those guys, Calderon, Ericsson, Kirkwood, they pitted at the previous cautions for fuel.
Looks like Calderon, she is on pit lane now.
They're just leaving Dalton there.
Well, yeah, they probably still haven't gotten him from St. Petersburg last year. And there it is.
There's the yellow.
Oh, I think she just now pitted too.
She just came into
Yeah,
the
she pitted.
pits. I think it's a great call. It's going to put her up fairly far up in the field here.
yeah, but they conveniently did.
By the
have
way,
this-
the Electro Pacer light system is returning to the Speedway. If you're old enough to know what that is.
Let's see,
So
where's
working the
Calderon?
caution here under lap 36.
I think Calderon is like 15th or 14th.
Kellett slides off the racetrack. Nice work by the camera guy to keep the camera fixed. So, okay, so let's reset things here. Marcus Ericsson is now your race leader. Kyle Kirkwood up to second. Colton Herta third, Rosenquist fourth, Pato in the top 5. That came out, that caution, absolutely perfect for Tatiana Calderon. She is back on the racetrack, currently P9. Up playing with the big boys, and she's got 128 seconds of push to pass left. Well, now we're seeing 138, and she's in 12th.
She's in 14th, actually.
Well, yeah, it keeps updating here. Not sure why she's falling down the order. Let's take a look here. Race control saying pits are open. And then we're back to the question. Well, man, I tell you what, it's almost breaking up a little bit, and the heaviest stuff looks to be a little bit southwest of the speedway at this point. Let's see. 90210 is checking in here again on Twitch. I love INDYCAR / NBC. The only race I really want to watch, I can't even watch. As a Canadian, I want to watch the Toronto race, but Peacock only. Requires a U.S. address and credit card to get Peacock / NBC. No, there is a way that you can get an access to the race. Man, you can see how stiff the flags are at the speedway. We have a Darrell Waltrip vortex theory sighting in the comments. If Mike can talk sports cars.
No, you always got to talk Darrell Waltrip vortex theory.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that is looking windy.
Oh man, the tents are starting to blow around in the infield. So here we go. This is the. Here's the thought process. Ericsson and Kirkwood are staying out in the hopes that they can make it until the rain hits. At which point, everybody will be on the same strategy because they'll all have to come in for wets at the same time. You'll obviously top the car up with fuel while you're doing that. Same call for
Jason
Kyle
says the
Kirkwood,
rain is
by the
there.
way. Yeah, it's there. It just doesn't know it's falling yet.
Hey, I've got one of those blue flags.
Blue flag, blue flag.
Jason Owens could have a Silver Crown banner. Actually, Chad Irvine, if you're watching, I still haven't gotten my set of flags yet. Didn't we buy them like a year and a half ago, too?
Yes, I got mine in like July.
Yes. I don't
Yes,
think Chad wants to ship
my Indy 500 IMS flown blue flag behind me.
Okay, so they've got Dalton Kellett's car out of the tires. Now the problem is they've got to basically rebuild the tire barrier that he hit. Ben Carswell is checking in on the Discord asking, is Dixon washed? I'm not sure if he's bathed himself today. You should probably reach out to Ganassi Racing via Twitter. If you can
Or
ask
Emma.
him that question
Ask Emma.
on Twitter, that would be fantastic. Or tweet Mike Hull directly. That would be an even better guy to tweet right about this moment.
It might be raining at Bathurst now.
I can't believe that this weather is breaking up the way it is.
Well, you know, Chris, as someone who is used to rain memes in Formula One, who just rain in 15 minutes, 2 hours later, well, there's
Yeah.
the rain. Or it showers 2 hours after the race.
Let's take a look here. Yeah, I think the weather's breaking up. This may absolutely hose Ericsson and Kirk. However, the other one that we have here, though, is, let's come down here. Let's zoom this out a little bit. And yeah, it's definitely starting to fall apart. Definitely a pretty big cell there to the southwest, but race is almost to the halfway point. Currently working lap number 40. And let's see here. Yes, we are seeing Tatiana Calderon in the 14th position here for the restart.
Wait, what is it? Why do I see she's jumped to 30? Oh, because Rossi pitted. Wait, what? Wait.
Let's take a look here.
Wet.
Yeah, we've got cars on pit lane, and they're taking wet tires.
I have more commentary from people at the racetrack saying that the rain is back. Did Andretti not screw up a tire strategy? Or is Rossi gonna red mist it into a wall?
Lap 40 of 85. Raindrops have begun on pit lane. That's the tweet from Andretti Autosport. Colton Herta saying the same thing 2 minutes ago. This could be Alexander Rossi. And I'll tell you what, I like the call by INDYCAR here. They could theoretically extend this caution by a lap or two and let everybody come down pit lane.
Nope.
And it would completely bone Rossi and anybody else who elected to put the wet tires on. This could be a mess.
What's the fun in that?
Little bit of spray down the front stretch.
Oh no! That is not ideal. Oh! Oh! They touch!
Oh! Holy crap! How did Will miss that?
How did everybody miss that? Sato spun around backwards. Caution is out. Yellow flag is out.
Wow.
Okay. Alexander Rossi is on wet tires currently. Let's see. Who else is on the wets right now? Graham Rahal, Jimmy Johnson, David Malukas.
Jimmy!
All on the lead lap. Jimmy Johnson. Ben? Well, control yourself here, bud.
Ben's not even here.
Jimmy Johnson
Oh,
looks like he could be P3.
Sato just looped it.
Oh!
Whoa.
Wow.
And no, but he hasn't spun once today. I was expecting him to spun like 2 or 3 times. Wow, like it's
I don't know how everybody didn't run them over. Let's see here. Okay, I think we have, let's see, not yet, but it's coming. These guys are going to be on pit road at the first available opportunity. Oh, man. How did Pato not get the front wing torn off, too?
yeah, but yeah.
And
Now we're definitely on the clock.
while we're introducing hybrid IndyCar, please, dear God, put onboard starters on these cars.
That is what's supposed to be coming with the next hybrid with the engines. Everyone's coming in.
To the pits we must go.
That was Rossi's call, it sounds like.
I love it. Rossi makes the call because Brian Barnhart is, well, Brian
An
Barnhart. And when Will Power delivered his double middle fingers at New Hampshire,
Also in the rain.
also in the rain,
The moment I became a fan,
Oh, man! Look at these wind-blown Midwesterners.
oh God, this looks like it sucks.
we need a Jason Owens video of this. What is
I
he
think
dealing
Jason
with?
went home.
Yeah,
like
it
Jason
sounded
went
like that may have been the case. I'm gonna keep this open
False
because I
alarms.
don't want to show the cars on their track. I don't mind showing NBC's footage of people getting blown around, but cars on the racetrack
Right.
definitely could get us hammered here. Now, here's the interesting thing: everybody is staying out.
Are they really?
Yes, because if you're gonna get a red flag, why would you give up the track position now?
That's fair.
Are pits open?
And if I'm Connor Daly, Montoya, I don't think I'm coming. You didn't have a chance of winning this race one way or the other.
Okay, pits are now open.
Okay, so we're seeing pits are open.
I love that they're interviewing Brian Barnhart, asking him about Rossi's decision. He's like, "We made a good team decision based on Alex's input." Just compliment your driver.
God
Say
damn.
Alex made a good call.
Okay, can we need a time mark on this? Lap 42 is when we figured out what's wrong with Alexander Rossi at Andretti. The great Brian Barnhart is what's wrong
How does he keep getting employed?
because he's been around forever.
Desperation.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, though,
What was that
Rossi.
about us saying that IndyCar is an old boys club?
Kirkwood is coming in. I think he's the only one that came in.
Let's see. They're okay. They are showing their here. Let's show this. Oh, okay. Let's go back.
These guys need to come in.
Okay. Just to show you that we're not BSing you people. Let's see. Let's let this cycle through here. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. Have to do it on my feed here. This is absolute garbage. hot garbage is what they are showing for radar. Here's what's actually coming to the racetrack right now. And I'm saying it's breaking up. Put Speedway down kind of center, just a little bit down to the right of center. It's like everything is really breaking up pretty heavily as it gets closer to the racetrack.
Asking the hard questions. Why are we still under caution?
That's a great question by Hinch. Why are we not under green yet? Okay, so the Kyle Moyer answer here on the broadcast, race strategist for Scott McLaughlin, basically it's not wet enough yet for rain tires. If you look at the shot that they currently have up in the back straightaway, it really isn't that wet yet. It's raining, but it's not wet, if that makes any sense. And here we go. We're going back to green flag racing. So, okay, so there was some questions on the running order, which is why there was the delay in going back to green.
Oh, Scott Dixon. Oh, Scott Dixon is between the leaders.
And Dixon is right up there with the race leaders. He's going to be able to throw a block for teammate Marcus Ericsson,
oh, what
too.
is Colton doing?
Or not.
Whoa!
Oh, this is going to end well. This isn't going to end well.
Dixon's back on the lead lap.
Yep, Dixon fights his way back onto the lead lap. Herta has to tuck back in line. Man, these guys are starting to tiptoe through turn one.
Scotty Max in third. Where the hell did he come from?
That is very enjoyable to watch.
Oh no, this Rossi call might not have worked.
Right, I was just going to say, the Rossi call works if we get a bunch of rain very soon. Wow, big dive by Grosjean. That puts him up to fourth.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Here's the order as they run of the cars that took wet tires. Rossi, Rahal, Johnson, Kirkwood, Malukas, Lundgaard, Sato. The problem is they are running that way from 14th to 20th and losing a ton of time. They're going to have to get the rain to come big and come fast.
And Chris, with the time they come, the tires overheat and they will be burning. So once the rain will come, will their tire be performing?
It's a great question because this, looking at Holman Boulevard, it's dry. Oh!
Oh,
Oh, that was great.
Wow. What a move by Pato. Power was gutsy there, too.
I've got to say, when I first started watching IndyCar and going to races and seeing Pato in lights, I was so excited when he got that old Harding Steinbrenner off of it that all fell apart. I was so high on that kid coming out of lights. He's so good.
And I'll tell you what here, guys. I'm going to zoom way out on the radar here. I think Rossi and these guys may have guessed wrong. There's the radar. Yellow Yellow, yellow.
I'm gonna need Herta to
Oh,
Herta
no,
himself,
okay.
so my pick can come through on me.
We're waiting.
And
I'm
we-
sorry. Waiting on the update on the graphics here. There we go.
Oh, what happened?
Nope, we're still green. Still green at lap 47. Here's the radar look.
That's going
Ooh.
south. That broke up.
Yeah, the closer we zoom in on Speedway, Indiana.
Because Speedway's right over there by, yeah, that's all broken up and heading down
This
to
is-
downtown.
Rails in the pit.
Yeah, Graham Rahal's in the pits. He's having to get off of those red tires.
And now it's too late for Rossi and those guys. They're 31 seconds back on the leaders. They're a pit away.
Yeah, basically what's going on is it's raining on part of the racetrack and not on other parts.
I love that my anchovy is chasing my pick to win for second.
Show you that one. Jack Harvey. Mike, you're not having a good day. You're having a good day for second.
Yeah, I'm having a great day on.
James Watson may be winning the week here with Graham Rahal now in 21st. Between not having a good day and then guessing wrong on the rain strategy, maybe. Ben's anchovy is not very good either, though. He's currently 24th.
Oh no, poor Rossi.
Yeah, Rossi is 25 seconds off the pace. So even if they get a bunch of rain, to Seb's point earlier,
Fast are gone.
I will say it was a gutsy call. It was one of those deals of there was no way that Rossi was going to win the race without something gutsy in the strategy call department.
Quick question, Chris. How many wet tires do the teams have per weekend?
Let me see. I don't want to say they don't have unlimited sets because it is not truly unlimited.
Nothing's unlimited.
I want to say I think they get 5 sets of wets, but that's kind of done on a kind of case-by-case basis.
Yeah, they're coming with less at Laguna Seca than.
I think the rule is they get 10 sets for the weekend. And basically you give back, even if it's a used set, but I believe you give back a set of dries to get a set of wets, if I remember correctly. But I would have to check the rule book on that one. Oh, man, Kirkwood just a moving chicane on the wets.
Oh, and oh my. Oh man. Wow, Pagano and Grosjean. My French boys are doing good.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh, Grosjean's around.
God effing damn it.
Angry French noises.
Yeah, those are not angry enough French noises.
RV, you RV!
Come on, Harvey, get a penalty. I need you to move back. That was a punt.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's a Rahal Letterman Lanigan car. If there's anybody that Graham Rahal would talk to in the paddock, it would be teammates.
Oh, do you think he told him to punt his teammate?
No, he punted Grosjean. What I'm saying is,
yeah, you think he told him to punt Grosjean?
I just think if there was a discussion of we don't have to be nice with this guy, that would probably happen.
Well, he almost shoved Will off the track, so I guess he's just being an asshole just to be for the hell of it.
James was a big Jack Harvey fan until he almost punted Power.
Pretty much, especially since it cost him a position.
It's great, James.
So,
now we can join on Hayden Harvey.
The race is going back to commercial here at lap number 51. 52 on the board, actually, now. Herta, McLaughlin, Pagano, Harvey, Power, followed by Pato, Eilert, Castro, Neves, Daly, and Montoya in the top 10. Wait a minute. What in the hell is going on here today? Eilert in 7th is a surprise. Maybe not Elio in 8th, but definitely Montoya in 9th, Daly in 10th, and Calderon holding on. She's running 12th, only 12 seconds off the race leader. And she still has 126 seconds of push to pass left.
I'm glad she's not doing as she was doing in F2, because the only thing that was saving her in F2 is that Ragunathan was on the grid that season.
Wow. Car 10 is Command Blue eligible, and push to pass has been disabled.
Wow.
What?
Ooh.
Alex Palou, your points leader, I believe. Was he not entering the day?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is the points leader.
Your points leader is Command Blue eligible. That's insane.
Yeah, like I'm seeing the broadcast. Like I can see the rain falling. There's rain falling. It doesn't get wet.
Pato Award getting around Jack Harvey while we're at commercial.
Yeah, apparently,
This is completely.
according to our man on the ground, rain is picking up once again.
Let's take a look here. It's definitely green over the speedway.
Like I'm currently imagining Rossi looking at the sky and doing.
Jimmy Johnson improved to
Rossi's
20th
just like,
from
Rossi's
22nd.
just yelling. Rossi's just looking at the sky and yelling.
Pretty much at
Zeus,
this
you
point. Grosjean just setting a personal best lap, as did Marcus Ericsson.
This track makes no effing sense.
Joseph Newgarden has passed Dalton Kellett to get up to the 26th
Big move, Joey
position.
Newjive. Big move.
By the way, James, I think if things stay on, I think Power is in the lead of the championship actually.
No, it's Scotty Mack.
Close.
Let's
I
see.
think Harvey punted
Oh yes,
him.
Scotty Mack.
That was
Scotty Mack.
definitely a punt.
Yeah, Harvey
no,
was
I don't
on
know about that.
Yeah.
Harvey
He
slid
definitely
out
did not
wide to
give
try
enough
to make
room.
the corner, and then just committed to his line and didn't move. Now,
Yeah, but he's still a mile off the
No,
apex.
That
Still
was a punt.
not cool.
Yeah, that was
There
a
was
punt.
room for Harvey to give him space.
It was clearly that. Now Rahal has no way to criticize Grosjean because his driver did the same effing thing, but unlike
I was
last
just
I
time-
gonna
want to know
say-
why Rahal was like hitting Rossi.
you can't run
in
your
his
mouth.
anger.
If you're going to call it a safety issue, you can't run your mouth and then say, I'm going to talk to my teammates and we're not going to make his life easy. If you're going to make, I would say the contact between Grosjean and Harvey was equivalent to Grosjean and Rahal at Barber.
And he wanted a penalty for that. He screamed about a penalty.
He
yeah.
wrecked him. He didn't. Kirkwood, like, not having a good day.
Oh, Kirkwood saying damage to the gearbox on the 14. That's a tough break.
Oh, because Rahal punted him.
Oh,
Wow.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure
Wow.
tonight the
So, Mr.
There's no
Rahal.
Punterino, Graham.
like, and he's not making his
So
pace better
again,
right now.
Kyle Kirkwood gets hosed. It's definitely raining harder there now.
Come on, dude. Now, like, Rahal has no way to speak because he's being as bad, even worse than Grosjean, because Grosjean didn't send him in the grass.
Hearing pits. Let's see. Okay, so we may get Ben Carswell calling in here. We don't want to get him in trouble. We won't say exactly where, but we believe he may be calling in from the morgue. Jason Owens is on the text chat saying it is raining hard again. So his picture very clearly still frozen. Yeah.
Oh.
Yellow,
Oh.
caution is out. Caution.
Jam, no.
Oh, well, here's one.
Has Carswell joined yet? You on yet, Ben?
Let's see here.
Did they really call the caution right there on that?
Okay, I am not seeing Ben Carswell as having joined in yet.
Oh, yeah, because his boy spun. He doesn't want to face us.
Well, everyone's pitting for
Jimmy
wet
is
tires
just
now.
tiptoeing around right now. Now, okay, so we're right back to the same question, though. Do you pit for wet tires?
I mean, they gotta pit for fuel at least. It's been like 23, 24 laps since those guys pitted.
Yep, 24, 25 laps is what we're seeing. Colton Herta, Scotty Mack on 25-lap stints. 24 for Pato and Pagano. Harvey on a 23-lap stint.
And Jimmy is just like, is it the Indy 500 yet? Is it an oval yet?
Hinch just made a really good point. This is our first aeroscreen race in the wet.
Indeed.
And nobody seems to be complaining about water on the aeroscreen, so.
I wouldn't think so. I know there was a lot of work that went into. Basically, they were layering Rain-X on the aero screens, like on the tear-offs. I mean, you can see how quickly the water is moving on Colton Herta's car.
That's a big boy right there.
He's getting after it. That's the guy I want to hang out with at Daredevil. Something tells me he is knocking off a whole bunch of pizza. Is that our first pizza reference in like 6 months of doing shows, by the way?
At least.
I don't know. I mean, as long as we don't talk about pineapples, that's all I care.
So here's Jimmy
First time
going
this pineapple
around.
belongs on pizza, gets French noise.
Here we go. Let's take a look here and see. Yeah. Basically, they threw the yellow because Jimmy Johnson was sliding back onto the racetrack. Pits are open. I tell you, look at the.
All right.
if they go back to look at how much light you can see is being cast by the pace car onto Colton Herta. Like his face is lit up.
Wow. Might as well just go race for Herta.
You wonder if Rossi's now going to stay on the slicks.
I would. If you're on the lead lap and can stay out. There's the look at the radar.
Brian Herta's just going, is it raining?
It's raining sideways.
Okay, so they're still arguing slicks versus wets as Herta's off. I mean, he is right about to pit entry.
Here they come. Who's staying out? Is it Dixon?
Scott Dixon's going to stay out. He'll get the wave around. I think it's Callum Ilott staying out on the racetrack.
Yeah, the left cars are staying out.
Some of these teams are changing from wets that were laid out to slicks. Yeah, there's Herta's team. They're pulling back. They are. They're going to primaries. Oh my God, to alternates.
Oh.
Firestone red alternates for Colton Herta. Is this Andretti screwing the pooch?
Scotty Mack has got a set of reds. Did he beat him out? Come on, Scotty.
Oh, this is going to be tight. Oh, Pato slides right out in front of one of the... I believe that was right in front of Pagano.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh,
this
that
is
was
going to be abject insanity.
This is one of the best races I think we've seen in a long time. I don't want to say Bernie Eccleston was right when he said that they should just have sprinklers on the track and turn those sprinklers on, but yeah.
Yes.
Sprinklers and a random number generator that randomly wets the track. Man, I don't know about any of these calls.
So now, who's staying out on the racetrack right now? Looking at timing and scoring, it's going to be Herta, McLaughlin, O'Ward, Ilott, Grosjean, the top 5. Pagano, Harvey, Power, Daly, Castro, Neves, the top 10. Scott Dixon, Graham Rahal, Alex Rossi, David Malukas, Lundgaard, Sato, and Rosenquist. Oh. Man, they're almost running over the pace car.
I wanted to hit that pace car.
So all these lapped cars are going to come around and take the wave around.
Oh!
What are you screaming about?
How am I way more ahead of you guys?
You're like 2 seconds ahead of us.
More
that
than
was
that.
a hell of a save by Herta, by the way. Another one.
And you guys are like 5-10 seconds ahead of me but yeah.
15 to go.
Well, yeah, we got to translate the bits to French and send them across the ocean.
Oui, yeah. C'est compliqué le français.
We have to convert the data out of freedom units and into metric.
I don't know if the idea to stay on slicks is very good looking at
I don't
everything.
think the idea to stay on slicks is a good idea.
And no
you
one
can't park
wets.
the arenas.
Everybody is on slicks. How do you, if you're one of the last cars on the lead, if Calderon,
might as well go for it.
if I'm in Calderon's pit, I am bringing her back in and putting rain tires on. The worst that happens is she finishes 13th or 20th, down a lap.
That would be a Watt spin.
That
Yep.
would be a one spin.
He doesn't wreck when he does that.
That even for this things, James was still
Rossi's
on my
team is
radar.
laid
Rahal
out
the
with
watch
wets.
spin, too? Rahal with the watch spin.
Come on, Penske, get Will in.
Oh, Dixon's in for Reigns.
Hurt is in. Hurt is in the
Rossi is
pits.
in.
Pagano,
Here's
Harvey,
Rossi.
Power, Daly.
Yes.
Grosjean stayed out. Dang it.
This is insane.
This
I can't
is one
believe
of the
Scotty
best
Mack
races I
stayed
think
out.
we've seen. I don't think Scotty Mack
Remember
came in.
Yeah,
No,
he stayed
McLaughlin,
out.
Pato, Ilott, Grosjean staying out on the racetrack.
Ooh. He's gonna need a lot of Jandal to get
Jimmy
through
just
this.
spun coming out of the pits, I heard. I've heard Jimmy is spun out of the pits.
This race is a dumpster fire, and I love it.
I'll tell you what,
I
look
am
how
here for this race.
look how wet the slick tires looked when they took them off. I mean, they look like glassed over.
All right, let's hurry this up and get back to green.
Somebody from the RIL Discord is there, and he's taking his friend to his first ever race, and he is like overwhelmed trying to explain to his friend everything that's happening.
What in the
What a
hell is
first
going
race.
on?
I
don't
can't
know.
Everything's
imagine
going on.
like going to this as a first race.
Yeah. Like, this is gonna ruin you on so many other races because you will not get a more insane race than this.
Well, it's at the speedway. If you're in the grandstands, it's not an easy place to follow the race along with.
Yeah.
So you've
Oh,
got
man.
cars coming past you in different orders, and things just sound weird.
Oh, and I think
Multiple Discords are
Ireland-
calling out watch spins. I love it.
Taking a look at race control here, Christian Lundgaard is back on pit lane. Now Callum Ilott is coming down pit lane. So he's going to take wets, but he'll fall all the way to the back of the line of cars that have wets on. It's now down to McLaughlin, O'Ward, and Grosjean, the cars that have stayed out on slick tires. I wonder if they're thinking, I mean, I'm not seeing anything on the radar that might indicate lightning. It is starting to yellow up a little bit, but if you get lightning, that's going to end it. Are you staying out in the hopes of catching lightning?
Has all gone south. Has all gone south. Grosjean spun. Grosjean is spun.
Are you kidding me?
A French watch spin.
I am only reporting facts from people that are there.
Marcus Ericsson has now made 6 pit stops. Calderon and Rossi have both made 5. The top 3 are on 3 stops.
Lowe's made 7. Lowe was 7.
7 pit stops.
Ooh. Well, heard it.
Kirkwood
So,
being
okay.
scored out of the race now as well in the 25th position. Joseph Newgarden could come past him to move up to the 25th position. Little bit less likely that Renus VK will be within reach here for Newgarden. He would have to make up 13 laps in not a lot of time.
Oh, well, Rahal has a EOL penalty. Avoidable contact.
Good.
Shocking.
Back of the field, car 45. Contact in pits.
Shit. Shit.
Jack Harvey to the back of the field.
Yes! Yeah! Thank you, race control.
You know what? Calder could easily.
By the way,
maybe get a top 10.
What I believe it is called the People for Good Challenge. It's basically like a triple crown, like the old triple crown of Indy,
Yes.
Pocono, and Ontario. But instead, it's an oval, a street course, and a road course is going to pay $500,000 to charity. And, ooh, somebody just hit a big piece of debris on the front stretch. It's going to pay $500,000 to the driver / team and $500,000 to charity.
Holy,
I'm hearing
the
reports
spray that are coming off of Burton's tires, like pits.
Okay, we are seeing this now looks like it's going to be a timed race. 19 minutes and change remaining in the race.
Wait. Why does it say checkered on the ticker?
IndyCar Race Control now saying pits are closed. Nope, now they just blink it back out to pits are open.
Okay, the ticker is having a nightmare. Like, wait, checkered, green flag, caution.
Okay, so we are officially down to a timed race.
Yeah, Tri-Towers are pitting, I think. No, they're not. They're not. Fool.
So it's going to be one more lap under the caution flag. And now the question becomes, does the rain break up at all? We've spent so much time under caution.
Oh my god, if actually the time that we spent under caution, the rain just went away and all those wet tires are just evacuating water.
Well, there's a look at the radar.
What is this race even anymore like? I should come here more often.
No kidding.
By the way, I'm really enjoying it to be here, guys.
We're
I'll
happy to
tell
have
you what. They were just talking to Kyle Moyer on the broadcast. Kyle Moyer's been around a very, very long time. Race strategist for Scott McLaughlin. He had almost 20 years in with Andretti before he moved over to Penske.
Yeah, track is now less wet than earlier, I think.
So does Scotty McLaughlin leverage his supercars experience to wrangle this thing until he's got it correct?
I don't think there's a chance. And Jimmy Johnson is currently third in line.
Oh no.
Dear God.
So Herta is going to be full blast. Now, again.
Oh no! Scotty around!
Oh, the race leader spins! Well, wait a minute.
Wow.
McLaughlin's going to be able to come up and reclaim that spot, I think.
No, because Grosjean didn't.
They're waving the green off. They're waving the green off.
Oh, no green flag.
This is a dumpster fire.
Looks like Grosjean may have had an issue also. No, maybe not.
No, he didn't get the right to reclaim his plate position, or I don't know.
This is insane.
And how do you not spin? If you're Pato, how do you not spin the car there? So now McLaughlin is going to fall in behind Will Power. I tell you what, if I'm McLaughlin, I'm almost okay with this. Let some of these cars with wets throw up a bunch of spray and maybe dry things out a tiny bit.
Yeah, the guy ahead cleans, tries the thing. Okay, push to pass disabled
This
cars.
is insane.
21, 29. Can we get this on the green, please?
Command cars. Okay, we are coming back to green. All the lap down cars are command blue eligible and have had their push to pass disabled. That includes Jimmy Johnson, who is currently in second. He's second in line, I should say. This is going to be insane. Herta getting a great run off the corner. Oh, man. Did he pass Jimmy Johnson before the green? Oh, God. Herta's already Pato's squirrely. Yellow's back out on the speedway.
Oh, that was Scotty Mack. He spawned.
Oh no!
Oh!
McLaughlin spun. Calderon fighting with Dixon and Rossi. Caution is back out.
Wow.
This is the stupidest race I've watched.
Okay, now I am seeing. Okay, there we go. Timing and scoring data finally updating. Now, I don't know what these guys are talking about drying up. This radar is getting darker as it goes.
Did Calderon send? Oh man, somebody off track.
That was a handful. If you're throwing up spray, it's time to pit for wets.
How many do they got left to go?
12 minutes.
It's taking forever to keep those spot.
Come on, Award, just pits and leave
Push to
Pagano
pass.
a chance to go ahead.
Push to pass numbers might be irrelevant here at this point, but there it is. Award, McLaughlin, and Grosjean still on the racetrack on reds. I almost feel like IndyCar needs to have a back of the field if you cause a caution rule. End of the long. If you are the cause of the caution, go to the end of the longest line. Let's take a look at our picks here. James may be winning the weekend. Although, I was going to say, nobody had Scott McLaughlin
Yeah, I did.
as Anchovy the week.
Oh.
I think staying out. Same for the call for Pato, I think is a good Anchovy right now. That's my call. Because he's going to have to stop.
Yeah, right now, that's just cut your losses.
Well, Pato's going to fall to 19th if he comes in the pits to put on wet tires. That's not a good spot to be in.
How was Montoya in 6th?
I think there's a handful of them we can ask that question of.
Connor's in 5th.
David Lucas in 13th.
Okay, Pagano is currently on the podium, and he started 20th. Herta started 14th. Montoya 23rd. Ericsson is 7th, started 18th. Castro Neves 8th, started 19th. David Malukas is up to 13th after starting 24th. That is a very, very nice drive for David Malukas in the coin car.
Kind of said that Calderon lost a position because of that little incident, because she was doing well.
Let's see. Yeah, Tatiana Calderon currently being scored 18th.
Pato just spun, apparently.
Oh no!
Just pay for wets.
Because then they're going to wave off the yellow again.
There it is.
And he stays out.
Whee! Yeah.
Dear Network
Grosjean
Television,
sold
please stop apologizing if a driver curses over his radio. You're listening to their semi-private communications. It is public airwaves, I get it, but still. I mean, Award can barely make the corners at slow speed.
Yeah, he like IndyCar has to come in, because right now Howard and Grosjean, they're safety hazards for the field. Actual safety hazards.
I disagree with that. That's a strategy call. Otherwise, IndyCar has to dictate all cars must be on wets or must be on slicks. Down to 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here. Field working lap number 67. They will not get to the 85 lap scheduled distance.
Because I want to still finish this corner, and they're like, can't hurt us spin, so the Pagano takes the lead.
Come on, Montoya.
Wow.
Monterrier. Stick it on the podium.
Come on, get this thing underway already. Oh, well, guess my wish will be.
Oh.
Oh, he's coming in. Pato's coming in. Green flag's back out on the racetrack.
Yeah, Pato and Grosjean are coming in.
Wow, look at that spray.
This part of the racetrack is very much wet. The problem is the backside of the racetrack really isn't.
Oh no, Connor's getting into it with Montoya.
Connor Daly's up to 4th.
Wow.
I would be okay with Will Power binning it here if it means Connor Daly
Shut
gets
up.
on the podium.
Shut up.
Can Herta bin it so like, we can have a Pagano win?
Or I say,
And
or
the
Colton
Daly
Herta-ing himself.
Please.
How about Pagano?
Oh man, you can't even see
No.
Montoya back there.
We haven't talked
Oh,
all
there
day.
are too many
Oh.
cars.
Oh my god.
Pagano has been.
Sato
He came out of
and
nowhere.
Castro.
Oh, they're beating on each other.
Oh man.
What is Sato doing?
Elder abuse.
Wow.
If we're gonna call the contact on Harvey and Ray Hall, you absolutely have to call Sato there.
Yeah. That was. I don't know what Sato was doing.
That was a
He had
hip
no
check.
space.
Four minutes, 45 seconds left to go, so should be about 3 to go.
Montoya.
Oh!
Yes! Ah!
Wow, you
Not
can't see
Triple
anything on
Crown
this
winning
stretch.
Montoya.
Race control's not going to call a thing here because they can't see it.
Oof. Yep, Montoya style.
Wow, what a pass by Sato on Ilot. I'll tell you what, the guy does have a set of huevos, man. Erickson up to the inside of Daly.
So does that mean that if the race ends right
Why is
now,
Herta slow?
Power is in the lead of the championship?
Herta went off. This is insane.
No, the lead down to 3.4 seconds. Herta having a big off track, trying to get down off the banking. Rosenquist getting around Montoya for 6th. Don't be dumb.
Come on, Herta, couldn't you make it more? Couldn't you go farther? Going
Good
full
Lord.
Pagano right
The
now.
hands are all over the place.
Grosjean is back into pits.
Just inside of 2.5 to go. Herta holding on to a 4.7 second lead over Power, Erickson, and Daly. Tell you what, taking a look at the aero screen, it does look pretty clean.
Oh no! That's the race right there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
That was a pretty decent hit for Juan Pablo Montoya. Caution is out.
That will do it.
We're ending this under caution.
1 minute and 40 seconds to go. Herta has to just
Although I don't want
make
to say
it.
that'll do it because someone
around.
could end up spinning.
smoke coming off the brakes, steam coming off the brakes and the tires of Montoya's car. It is dark there, too. You can see how the safety crew guys and all that, they're lighting up. And Montoya's car will definitely need the hook. The entire left side of that car is pretty much junk. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah.
Before he even got there.
Getting up onto the banking.
They could have
Let's see the top 10.
Technically off the racing line.
Daly, Sato, Eilert, Dixon, Lundgaard.
Juan Montoya is not a little guy anymore. So this will be the white flag this time by for Colton Herta.
Come on, Herta, spin.
So long as they can keep the cars on the racetrack, it will be Herta, Pagano, Power on the podium. Ericsson, Daly, Rosenquist, Sato, Eilert, Lundgaard, and Dixon, the top 10. Where did Scott Dixon come from? He was a lap down.
That was absolutely crazy.
I don't know how to describe what we saw.
Simon Pagano being credited with 28 on-track passes. Yeah, Dixon was out of fuel, crawling down pit lane. And he's going to get a top 10 out of it. Rossi's going to come home 11th.
And Herta didn't spin the caution. So he's winning it.
Oh, my goodness. We got a lot to talk about here, boys.
We really do.
The question becomes, do we record the podcast tonight or tomorrow night, or do we wait up for Wednesday? I don't know that we wait for Wednesday. That'll be a little bit late in the week. We'll be talking IndyCar, Indy 500 practice by that point, but we'll shoot a message to all the guys in the group here. We'll see. We'll either record it hopefully tonight, tomorrow night, something like that. Twin checkers in the air. Colton Herta gets the win in the GMR Grand Prix at Indianapolis. Simon Pagano, second. Will Power, Marcus Ericsson, and Connor Daly, your top 5. What a run for Connor Daly. He needed a weekend like this.
That is an absolutely great run for him.
Marcus Ericsson gaining 14 positions. Pagano gained 18. Herta gaining 13. What a run. Ton of storylines to talk about here. What are we thinking here, guys? That was did we get what we wanted?
And then
I
some.
think we got more than we wanted here. The race was amazing.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I can agree with. We got what we wanted.
Like, if I was at that race, I'd be leaving soaked, and I'd be leaving very happy, because that was a hell of a race to watch. Like, my pick to win didn't win, but they took chances. Like, even Pato took crazy chances. Like, this is the kind of race that really shows off IndyCar.
Yes.
I think we've got some good stuff to talk about in terms of how long some of these caution periods were and what race control was doing, trying to figure out ordering. Like, some of those were just excessively long, but the overall race was fantastic.
That's been a theme for years. in IndyCar is their inability to restart a race in any sort of a timely manner. But that'll be definitely something we discuss. Man alive. And there's no time to reflect on this for these teams. They are immediately into Indy 500 prep. They're off tomorrow. The racetrack is closed tomorrow and Monday, I believe. Maybe only tomorrow, actually. We'll have to check the schedule, but you basically get a few days worth of practice, and then it's time to go qualifying. By this time next week, we'll be back on the air with the qualification show, or Sunday, I should say, week from today. Week from tomorrow, whatever it is. We'll be back on with the Firestone Fast 12 qualification runs that'll set the front 12 positions for the greatest spectacle in racing. This was good, but guys, now we get to start talking about Indy cars on the oval at IMS. The world is a good place right now. But with that, probably time for us to get the heck on out of here. They did get this one in to not quite full distance, but good show by everybody in the NTT IndyCar series. This one was a lot of fun. But with that, I think we're going to get the heck on out of here. What do we think here, boys? Anything else we want to talk about before we go?
Yeah, I need to find something to eat. I'm exhausted.
Yes.
I'm exhausted watching that race.
Yeah, I almost feel like I need to watch it back and process everything and like take really detailed notes, because there was a lot that went on there.
So much happened in that race. That is probably one of the best races. I think that race, and we could talk about this when we record the next show, but that was a great race to watch, especially for us diehards. I think if you were to sit down and watch this as your first race, and I'd love to get some more feedback from the guys who, were either this is the first race they went to, or the first race their friends have seen. I'd love to get some feedback from people who this was their first IndyCar experience, because this was bananas.
Yeah, there was a lot to process there for sure. But with that, we are getting the heck on out of here. This was a fun show. For James Watson, Jason Owens, Mike McCullen, our little French buddy Sebastian Kinder, Christian Jasper, and Ben Carswell, who unfortunately were not able to be here today, but looking forward to getting their thoughts on this one as well. My name is Chris Graham. It has been a ton of fun talking to y'all. We're getting out of here. We'll see you later. Listen for the podcast coming up early this week. We'll be back next weekend for qualifying. See you later, everybody.